Hey guys, today I'm going to be talking about hydraulic Venturis. So Venturis are basically devices used to drag in oxygen into the water column. So it's an area of high pressure where the high pressure and the low pressure, there's like kind of like a snorkel which sticks out like that, which basically drags in air to the Venturi nozzle, so the throat nozzle, and basically pushes out water. So the biggest advantages with Venturi nozzles is that they're really good in shallow water bodies. So an area like this, we're actually in Port Bouvard, beautiful area right next to the estuary. It's an irregular shape. So when you have an irregular shape and you have a Venturi nozzle, the advantage is you can have multiple Venturi units on one pump line. So in this situation, we've got 3 of these Venturis in different spots, so you can direct the flow into different areas and you can suck out water from different areas. So the advantage with this, it's a small water body, about 900,000 litres, and we're basically sucking out about 30,000 litres per an hour and then throwing out into 3 different jets, about 10,000 litres per an hour in different areas. So if you have 900,000 litres, we'd probably turn it over with 2 pumps at 30,000 litres per an hour. We'd turn it over within a day. So that's a definite advantage of using that. So the advantage is that you can cycle it really well, so the turnover is really good. The disadvantage is they're not very good in deeper systems. So in deeper systems, you'd probably want the lake bed diffuser where you're blowing from bottom up and you're circulating the water really well. So when you circulate really well, you're creating a stronger current and you're also producing micro bubbles in it. In these systems, the bubbles are a lot bigger, and the disadvantage is it requires a pump to move the water rather than a pump to blow oxygen into the water body. It's a lot more economical to blow oxygen into the water body than to move the water. But the advantage is, I think it's in terms of they calculate based on how many kilograms of oxygen diffusion per kilowatt hour. And usually the pump systems, the Venturi systems, it's a lot more expensive. But if you have a solar panel system, you can basically run it during the day, but that's also a disadvantage because you kind of want aeration during the night than during the day. But ideally, if you have a small water body like this, where it's kind of like a donut up here, and then long linear section over there, you'd want a Venturi. Okay, so the intake cage basically sucks out water from here. There's actually 2 for 2 separate lines for 2 separate pumps. So that's where the water gets sucked out. And intake cage, you just got to be careful of algae buildup. So it might need servicing from time to time. But this site's been 6 months and we haven't really had much of an issue, which is pretty good so far. So it comes into the Davey Powermaster 250. That's a Davey Powermaster 250. So it comes in through here. It's got a skimmer basket. Very rarely we have to even service this, so we've had a pretty good run. And then pushes water out through here, goes into this 4-way manifold, so you can control the flow. OS means it's open at the moment, but we'll attach Venturis to it pretty soon. Goes down through 4 separate lines into your jets, and the jets is where the Venturi nozzles are actually attached. And Jared has mentioned that the Venturi, what they usually do is they put in a metal stake and basically tap it underground so it's nice and stable, and the snorkels basically sit outside the water level. Needs to be reasonably high enough just in case the water levels go up and down, and especially in a place like this. And basically that's where it aerates, and you can put them into different areas just so you can maximize circulation and maximize aeration. So there you go, guys. If you have a irregularly shaped pond and a shallow water body, then a hydraulic Venturi is probably the way to go. It might cost a fair bit on electricity because you're moving water rather than moving air. But overall, if you have a solar panels and a solar powered pump, then you're onto a winner. So make sure you like and subscribe and like our video. We'll see you in the next one.